earlier in the week, NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Abundanza, strongly hinted that Dalvin Cook, absent a long-term contract extension, could be absent from spring OTAs and workouts. So the question is, could or would Dalvin really hold out? Now, I need to say this. So I love Dalvin Cook. I want him to be here. I think he's a dynamic running back. I think he has the potential to be one of the best running backs in the league. He's great run the ball. He's amazing outside the tackles. He's amazing in the screen game. He's amazing as a receiver as well, and has a chance to be a true blue 3-down workhorse running back here for the Minnesota Vikings in a running scheme that is absolutely perfect for his style. We should get an apartment together. I miss his smell. I miss his musk, etc. But also, Dalvin doesn't have any leverage. He has zero D'Angelo Russell leverage at this point. Now, if he holds out in camp, he's going to be fined. And if he misses the season, he'll miss game checks, which is also no bueno. And if he doesn't show up by week 10, his contract actually tolls till next year. So he accomplishes nothing. He's just a year older. And for running back, that's basically a death sentence. Look at Le'Veon Bell this year, where he was fat and didn't care about football. But also, this is basically what happened to Melvin Gordon and the notoriously cheap Chargers last year. He held out. OTAs, meh. Held out a training camp, meh. Held out a couple games, All right, I'm coming back. Yeah, so that's just what happens. And frankly, due to the nature of his position, I don't think that the Vikings would necessarily be having a land rush to just try and give Dalvin Cook a brand new contract now. Because we talked about all the pros and mainly cons about giving Dalvin a long-term extension at this point. Because I think right now the best plan for him, and if I was his agent, well, I would not be advising this holdout because I think it's futile. So I think the best plan for him would be to play out his final season. And if he stays healthy and if he balls out, he's going to get paid. He will get taken care of, whether it be in free agency or whether it be at the Vikings. Either way, he's going to get his money. He just has to be, a good soldier and get through his rookie deal. I mean, it just is what it is at this point. He is not at a high leverage position. He's not a quarterback. He's a running back, which is the most attrition-riddled position. Johnny Cochran right there, in the league. There's a reason why there's so many running backs that are done or retired by the time they're 26 or 27, because there's always someone else coming up, either a late round or even a UDFA, that's going to take your job and do it at a 90% facility as you or even better, right? So Vikings, like we mentioned, Vikings likely would not throw around top-tier running back money right now because there's too many questions about Dalvin's health, where he had 2 seasons, actually, frankly, 3 seasons that are all impacted by injury. And too many questions of if he was just a one-year wonder. Like, who is the real Dalvin Cook? Was it 2018 Dalvin Cook or is it 2019 Dalvin Cook? I don't really know. And also, they could be a little bit gun-shy about all the other big running back contracts that have been doled out that have been terrible. I mean, Todd Gurley not living up to his deal. David Johnson could be cut or traded this offseason. Le'Veon Bell certainly isn't working out with the Jets. Jerick McKinnon hasn't played it down for the Niners in 2 years. Right? Lamar Miller with the Texans. Yeah. So big time running back money being thrown around to everyone except for Zeke. Not looking great. Also, you could throw Devonta Freeman in there as well. He certainly hasn't been living up to his deal either. And I don't think the Vikings would buckle in this because, well, here's the thing. The Vikings have notoriously taken care of their own. That's why you very, very, very rarely hear talks about holdouts, and you never see an actual holdout. Right, you get like some pussyfooting around with like Anthony Barr missing an OTA because of what was the reason? Oh, he had an insurance meeting or something like that. Right, yeah, but you don't see a full-blown true blue holdout, right? You just don't see that, and I don't think the Vikings will give in because 2020 cap restrictions. So even though that wouldn't necessarily affect his current deal now, if you want a big fat signing bonus, that prorates out, and it would impact this year. So I don't think that's going to happen. B, unsure about wanting to sign him long term anyway for all the factors that we listed before. C, Alexander Mattison looking pretty damn good. Also cheap as hell on that rookie 4th round deal. Just saying. So now I am very much in the camp of the players getting as much money as possible before they retire because they're always one snap away and they have a chance to rack up generationally changing money in a very short period of time, especially running backs where their career is legit the NFL, not for long, right? So I'm all for players getting the money unless it's the quarterback impacting the salary cap and or Xavier Rhodes. Yeah, those are my 2 exceptions. But I want Dalvin to get paid every single penny if he's worth it. But this holdout idea would be stupid because it accomplished nothing, because he won't get paid, and all it will do is alienate part of the fan base that was kind of meh on him anyways. So I don't want to see that, because I love Dalvin Cook, but he has no leverage in this situation. If he wants to hold out, he needs to prove it. He needs to stay healthy for 2020, and then he will get paid, whether it's here or somewhere else. But right now, hold out. No bueno. All right, Dalvin holding out. Let us know your thoughts down below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, below some in the Venmo, or hit that join button. Find out how you can become a monthly or platinum Jerome player. But until next time, Skull, burp, production value.